But she was the young lady that was introduced in Wakanda Forever, who had built her own suit, and she was from Chicago, and that movie was okay. And she just had her series, which was supposed to be released 2 or 3 years ago. They just did it now. They just dropped the last ones this week. And there's a lot of conversation about it online, and people are defending the show, and people are attacking the show, and then you've got the right-wing people defending and attacking the show. And I, frankly, like I said, it's a Kamala Harris situation to me. Now, what do I mean by it's a Kamala Harris situation? There is a select few people, and sometimes it can happen with black women, sometimes it happens with black men, sometimes it just happens with content in general, whereas African Americans, certainly those of us who have any kind of voice, but even just anybody who can get online, there is something that comes out, a movie, a TV show, a book, or an elected official, right, who we may or may not be in complete agreement with. We may not love the show. We may not think the politician has got great. We may think the politician is very flawed. But we end up in this sort of an unenviable position of having to vociferously defend that politician because we know that the majority of the attacks against them are not about where that politician stands, not about what that politician has done, not about their actual track record, but the attacks are based on that politician's right to exist. That's why I said this is kind of about Kamala Harris, right? I didn't agree with everything that Kamala Harris wanted to do. I didn't think that she was necessarily the most dynamic or impressive senator in the world. I thought she was a good senator for the state of California. She was not going to be my choice in 2020 as the nominee. I have heard various things as to whether or not she was the wisest decision for Joe Biden, when he chose a vice president. But at the end of the day, I always thought that she was competent. She was a well-intentioned politician, and she had circumstances she was facing beyond her ability to control. I did not want to defend her on everything that she did, but most of the attacks against Kamala Harris, whether or not it was from within the black community with racism and sexism and ADOS and all these other sorts of things, or outside people, I knew that they were attacking her because she was a woman. I knew they were attacking her because, she had a parent who was an immigrant. I knew people were attacking her because they don't like black folks. So you end up defending this person who you don't always agree with because they do have a right to exist. And that is the case with this Disney show, Ironheart, and a lot of black art in general. I think Ironheart's an okay show. It's not great. The first 3 episodes are really uneven. It improves in the 4th and 5th. And then the 6th episode, I don't think is particularly good. But most of the criticism that you see of that show when it was being review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes was from racist people and the Tyrone Magnuses of the world, the sort of black people who grift and sort of culture war nonsense, saying, this is terrible and this is woke. People who hadn't even seen the show. They were attacking it because at their core, just like people who didn't like Kamala Harris, they don't think that a Marvel superhero show about a black woman should